Who is your neighbor? When asked about the greatest commandment of all, Jesus replied, Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and prophets hang on these two commandments. Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 to 40. He commanded us to love our neighbor just as they are and not change them in a version acceptable to us first. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, where a man was robbed and left for dead by the wayside on the Jericho road, Jesus addressed the question, Who is your neighbor? In the parable, the priest and the Levite, men of the collar, looked at the man who was left for dead on the Jericho road by bandits and passed on the other side without giving him any help. They did not want to get their hands dirty or get entangled by attending to this individual's need. Perhaps they were running late for a scheduled engagement in the next town or abroad. Sometimes we get caught up with the business and itinerary aspects of our lives that we cannot take a minute to detour and help someone in need right under our noses. Jesus put people over his schedule and always considered their needs first. A true neighbor is one who gets interrupted in their business, stops to look, listens, and spares no expense out of their own substance to attend to someone in need. Your neighbor in time of need or crisis may not necessarily be the people closest to your life, like your spouse, brothers, sisters, your boss, or pastor. Those closest to you may even be oblivious to the fact that you are wounded, you are hurting, and you are crying out for help. They will pass you by. Help or big ideas for success may not necessarily come through people of our own kind, taste, and fancy. Skin is not necessarily kin. Unless you have been called to a specific demographic, have an open mind and a crossover effect that transcends your immediate kin and folk, race, tribe, and nationality. In order to increase our success, we need to cross-pollinate our ideas and associations with people outside our own race, tribe, or clique. Jesus also taught about the parable of the 10 lepers who came to him asking for healing. It was noteworthy that out of the 10, only one person, a Samaritan by tribe, came back to thank Jesus for the healing. Because the Samaritan came back, Jesus did not only heal him, but made him whole. The rest of the 9, who were also healed and happened to be Jesus' fellow Israelites, did not come back to thank him. It can be seen that Jesus' own did not come back to say thank you, except for a Samaritan who had no dealings with the Israelites. Be that good neighbor, my friends, and be blessed. Bye bye for now.